Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Australian singer-songwriter Vanessa Amorosi was spotted at Sydney Airport on Monday for the first time since winning a court battle against her own mother. The Absolutely Everybody hitmaker, 43, was seen hauling a large Louis Vuitton handbag through the airport for an international flight transfer. With a smaller suitcase in tow, the musician kept rugged up with a large gray coat that tumbled to her ankles. Opting for comfortable travel wear, she slipped on a pair of black slacks and sneakers as she stopped at one of the check-in desks. Hiding her visage behind a white face mask, Amorosi let her long balayage tresses fall across her shoulders as she kept them pushed back with a headband. The bitter feud between pop star Amorosi and her mother over the singer's fortune has been laid bare in emails filed in the Victorian Supreme Court. The emails show Amorosi's escalating emotions as her initial despair turns into anger during a heated argument with her estranged mother, Geraldine Robinson, over money and property in Australia and the United States. The emails, which include Amorosi telling her mother this is bulls **T and you know it and I'm not playing these games, were released in a court judgment earlier this month. Although Justice Stephen Moore ruled in favor of Amorosi, who was in California and did not attend the court, the victory came with a catch. She was ordered to pay her mother nearly $870,000. The legal battle between the pair is far from over, as Amorosi's lawyers are now battling with her mother and stepfather's legal team over who will be responsible for paying the court costs. Amorosi sued her mother over properties purchased with earnings from her album sales and touring fees, including an 8-hectare farm in Narwarren, southeast of Melbourne, and her current residence in California. The properties were purchased during Amorosi's career peaked 2 decades ago, around the time she released the hits Absolutely Everybody and Shine. The deterioration of the relationship with her mother seems to have been set off by a strident email from her stepfather, Peter Robinson. Mr. Robinson sent a series of pointed questions about money, bank deposits, and real estate, ending the email with, "I am asking these questions to try and avoid further disasters." Amorosi responded the next day and said, "Makes me feel like I'm stealing my own money from you. How about, you guys just keep the money and we all just call it a day?" After a 7-month estrangement, Amorosi reached out to her mother again in November 2015 and said, "I still haven't gotten over what happened 7 months ago. I worried about not having any assets, but have managed because I had money left in my account." In the days leading up to Christmas that same year, Amorosi fumed, "I never get a clear answer. Let me know when you can be bothered explaining." After dismissing Mrs. Robinson's reply as bullsh**T and demanding to see the paperwork, the performer described the dispute as crazy and said, "I'm the one left with nothing after 15 years of working my *** off." She signed it off by simply stating, "No need to reply." In court, Mrs. Robinson argued the Narwarren property should belong to her as she had paid her daughter the $650,000 they agreed to back in 2001. But Justice Moore earlier this month ruled the supposed agreement between the pair never happened and Amorosi should have full ownership of the property. Amorosi said the $650,000 used to purchase the Narwarren home in 2001 came from a trust account set up to receive all of her earnings. The house was in both her and her mother's names, with Mrs. Robinson alleging Amorosi agreed to hand over full ownership of the Narwarren home if she paid $650,000 when asked. Mrs. Robinson maintained the agreement was made in February 2001 during a conversation in the kitchen of their former family home. Mrs. Robinson said she handed over $710,000 to Amorosi in 2014 for the loan she took out on her American home, thus fulfilling her end of the housing pact. But Amorosi told the court she should have full ownership as there was never any pact in place. The singer also sought to be the sole owner of her current Californian residence, which was bought through a trust account set up by her mother with her stepfather as sole director. While ruling the supposed Narwarren agreement did not exist, his Hon.